before we go, Mike, I have one last thing to ask you about. Have you been lip syncing this entire episode?
No, we do not. I feel bad that we tease this because we do not have enough time to unpack this. But I will. I'm going to tease.
No.
I'm going to tease this for a future episode.
Great.
I'm just going to set the stage for you.
Got it.
The Pork Tornadoes are playing a show in front of 2,000 people on a giant. Let's just call it. We'll call it New Year's Eve, an event, a night where 2,000 people have spent money, have got sitters, have got hotels, have brought friends together, have made their evening plans around a band called the Pork Tornadoes. And in sound check, we're going, the lead singer's vocals are, we could just cancel. We could just cancel the show and just like let everybody down. And we're not Morgan Wallen, where if he comes through once every 5 years and has a bad show, people are like, I still love him. It's okay.
Yeah, right. Right,
at a local level, sometimes you get one shot at somebody.
Casual had to cancel a show because Tom got super sick, and it was like,
and I heard your episode. See how bad, like how just terrible of a situation that is.
Yes,
just letting people down, and the venue's mad, and fans might be mad. So luckily, we've been prepared. We know that we're in a position now to where so many people depend on money from us. Our crew wouldn't have got paid. Our production company wouldn't have got paid if we canceled. We would have owed money to the venue. Venue would have hated us. Where we need contingency plans, right? So I think we talked about this in a past episode. Our bass player couldn't make a show because his daughter was born and went to intensive ICU. And we just clicked a button and the bass tracks played and nobody was the wiser. So I'm going to argue that at this show, halfway through, we just turned on a button and the lead singer pretended to sing the remaining 8 songs and no one in the crowd knew. Everybody in the crowd had the time of their life. And I would like to argue that even if the crowd did know, they'd be like, hey, thanks for doing that. I think they'd be like, no, that's cool. We didn't. Because there are these people that go, oh, if the crowd only knew, you're tricking them. You're tricking the crowd. And if they knew, they'd be so mad. It's like, no.
But would they?
Actually, they wouldn't.
They're coming to see a cover band. They're not actually going to see Bruno Mars sing Uptown Funk.
But guess what? If you're in the 300 balcony section of a Bruno Mars concert that you spent $500 for, plus hotels, plus stuff, and you found out that he canceled the day of because his voice was out, what if he just sang lip sync the pre-recorded stuff? Would you be mad? I would.
The other way that is solved in the concert industry is prednisone.
Right.
No, that's it. Like that. I have a doctor friend who is often called by the Boston Opera on the day of a show to be like, you got to prescribe prednisone. You got to do this. Yep. And
I guess I'm just to the point of my life where, like, if I'm gonna go see my favorite band, like, I want them to sound good. I've been to shows where I'm like, good job, like fighting through it, but that wasn't very good.